I think tonight you can hear a lot of bad mouthing about Panic and a lot of trash talking about Panic, but Panic has been my best friend. Before I moved here, I was a freelance writer in Philadelphia, just barely scratching by from check to check. There was only one writer that I knew about who was in worse shape than I was, and it was this poor reporter who had transferred from Hawaii to Philadelphia. She voluntarily accepted a transfer from Oahu to like the sunny shores of the Schuylkill Expressway. And a friend of mine worked with her as a reporter for the AP Associated Press news agency. So I was sort of up to speed and getting reports about this poor woman. I could just sort of see in my mind's eye this kind of heavy-set islander with, totally inappropriate for the weather muumuus and this kind of sad face. And for one of the very few times in my life, I thought, I'm going to try and do something nice for somebody and not expect anything in return. So when I got invited to a party, I knew that she liked African music. I knew she'd be at the party. So when I went there, I brought a couple African music CDs for this poor, sad Samoan girl. And I thought, man, maybe I'll just put a little smile on her face. I get to the party. I know everybody there, except for the smoking hot hula mama in the corner. I mean, it's like a sailor's tattoo just like came to life, like Jessica Rabbit. And immediately, 3 thoughts popped into my mind. Like, number one, dude, sad plus Hawaiian does not equal Samoan. 2, keep doing nice shit for people, man. It just pays off. And then number 3 was, get the fuck out of here. Because from this point on, anything you do is a serious step backwards. So I just bolted. I bolted here are the CDs, went to the other side of the room, and literally spent the entire night angling myself wherever she could not make eye contact with me, to the point where at the end of the night, she offers me a ride home. It's December in Philly and raining buckets of water, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. It's 2 miles, I'm good. Walked home in the rain because I was too afraid to get in the car with her. Panic worked, man. Panic was my friend because we ended up dating. She ended up dumping her handsome Northern Italian fiance and moving in with me, to the point where soon after we had that conversation all couples eventually have, where you start to count the weeks and you wonder whether something that's supposed to happen after 4 weeks, maybe it's been 5, and you get where I'm going with this, don't you? So Mika, at that point, was not yet panicked. She decided rather than trust the pee stick, she would actually go to the doctor and make sure one way or the other what was happening. We did, and it's testament to the relationship at that point that when she was waiting in the doctor's office, I was told to wait outside. And there I sat while she was in the doctor's office until, she's taking a whiz. I had to go too. I found a bathroom, and there I was when she walked out with the news that I was the father of her child. Looks around, the father of her child has disappeared. I'm gone. And at that point, for her, panic sets in. It's all coming together in her mind, like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm in a city I hate with this guy who has vanished on me while I'm in the doctor's office for 3 minutes. Everything she loved was back in Hawaii. Her friends were in Hawaii. Her favorite boss is in Hawaii, who would hire her back in a second. Hawaii's in Hawaii. And what does she have here? Panic took over, and it was in the throes of panic that she made a terrible mistake. She sat down for 1 second to think it over. At that point, I come walking out of the bathroom wondering what's going on. We sat down and talked, and it's been 16 years later that we are still together. And to the point where I keep waiting for delayed onset panic to set in, to the point where now, if she's a couple hours late coming home, I don't think, oh my God, is she in the hospital? I think, you know what? She finally decided to get the fuck out of here. And I have no hard feelings. You know what? You did your time, sweetheart. And I tell it to the kids. And they're like, you want mommy to leave? Like, no, I can't believe she stayed. Panic is your friend.